Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is John Victoria from Polianna SEO, and today we'll be discussing one of the major digital trends of 2016 and also going into 2017. One important digital trend, which is the impact of micro moments on small businesses. And if you don't know what a micro moment is, don't worry. I will explain that with an example very briefly, and we'll go over the formal definition of that as well. But this is something that you, as a local business owner, or even someone who might own a bigger sort of business or even e-commerce, this is very important for all types of businesses who are interested in connecting with their customer on the times that are most important, which is when they're searching on their phones and they don't really have a specific company in mind they want to work with, or a particular vendor they want to buy from. And so it's these micro moments, which we'll be discussing very shortly, that really impact the decision of a buyer. So let's do some imagination right now to explain what is a micro moment. So first off, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine that you are in sunny California. Absolutely gorgeous place. And not only are you in sunny California, but you're actually driving down the highway 60 miles per hour in your brand new Ferrari 458 Spider. It's an absolutely thrilling experience right now. You feel the nice leather on the car. You can smell the ocean. It's nearby. You feel you like to feel the engine as you depress the gas pedal. You feel the speed. You feel powerful, and it is an absolutely phenomenal experience. I mean, your car has the new car smell. It's the entire deal right now. But as you're driving, all of a sudden something happens. Crack. Remember, this is a brand new Ferrari. Crack, crack. There's a pebble that picks itself up. Maybe you're driving behind someone too closely, a pebble picks up, and it cracks itself right into the middle of your windshield. And so you're absolutely furious. Of course, this is a brand new car. So when it's safe, you try to pull over into one of the side lanes. You get out your car, and after first exchanging a couple of scenities at the windshield and the person that had been in front of you and the pebble, you compose yourself, and this is a brand new car, so you want to get your problem fixed. And so what do? Naturally, if you don't know anyone who does windshield repair in the area, what you're going to do is what the typical person is going to do. They're going to pull out their smartphone, go to Google, and try to find something. They might type in something like windshield repair near me, and they want to find someone who can get their windshield fixed. Now they search through, and they want to get this problem solved quick. They click on the first result, give them a call, and then in 15 minutes, they're there at the windshield repair shop. And in 30 to 45 minutes, there's no line, the windshield is fixed, and they're on their merry way. And so this is very exemplary, or um, this is a great example of one way that a micro moment is infused in someone's decision-making process. And so let me kind of explain to you what that micro moment was and how it relates. And so what Google defines a micro moment as, it's a moment when a person, an individual, turns to their cell phone. Typically it's going to be a smartphone, because they have a curiosity that they want to have satisfied. Or maybe it's not even more than a curiosity, it's a need that they need to get satisfied. Maybe they want to learn something, they want to do something, discover something, watch something, buy something. And in our case, for a Ferrari or windshield, we want to fix something. These are moments in the buying process when decisions are made and preferences are shaped. These are critical moments in a client or a consumer's journey where they are not specifically looking at your company. So they're not on your website, but they're doing research to figure out how to get something done for their to solve their need or to resolve a want. It's natural. It's just something that we do, especially for millennials nowadays. It's become integrated within our buying cycle. These are the moments that I want to know, I want to go, I want to buy. There are a host of different situations where a micro moment may show up. And so, if it wasn't clear in the previous slide, a micro moment, it's just those small moments when people turn to their device to research something that they had a question about. And so this is something that you probably do all the time. Maybe you're watching TV and there's an actor or an actress that you don't know of. You're going to type in their name to find out a little bit more about what they do, what movies they've shown in. Or maybe you are looking for a doctor or chiropractor, or maybe you have a health issue. Maybe you have, let's say you have a rash on your left thigh. You might type in on Google a micro moment. An example would be, is a red rash on my left thigh, is it dangerous? How to fix or how to fix it. Or you might type in something along the lines of home remedies for red rash on legs. And there are different ways that people would phrase it, but those are those moments that people are curious and they type it in and attempt to find a resolution to their problem. And so as they go through this process, they're not looking at specific companies, but they're just picking up information to find out if there is a potential solution out there. So as these different micro moments increase, maybe they don't find their information on the third, fourth, or fifth search. They might go straight to doctors in my area. And then they find out a doctor, and whoever they find first or whoever they find reputable, that's who it is that they're going to hire. And so that's one simple example. There's plenty of other examples, such as in real estate. Let's say that I have a family, I have 2 kids, and I want to purchase a home in a new area. I'm moving to, let's say I'm moving to Florida, moving to Orlando. One of the first things I might type in if I was a father with 2 kids, I want my kids to grow up in a great environment. I might type in best schools in Orlando, best secondary schools or best elementary schools in the area. So then I can kind of pinpoint which location that I want to stay in or that I potentially want to live in. I might type in crime rates in particular area in Orlando. And then I'll find out a little bit more. I'll do more research. And then I might do a couple more searches for my research. And then I might end up with the query in my micro moment of buy property in this suburb in Orlando. Okay, so that would be the journey of a couple of micro moments in a real estate example. So there are various different applications. There are different ways that people search and find the information they're looking for that lead up to a buying decision. And so to show you the prevalence of this trend in 2016 so far and how it's going to be so important in the upcoming months and upcoming years is take a look at some of these stats. 91% of smartphone users, they look up information while in the middle of a task. People's minds, these ideas and thoughts and things they may have forgot or their desires, they pop into their minds at the most inopportune moments. And they get distracted, whip out the phone, and they start searching. That's an example of a micro moment right there. 91% of smartphone users do that. 82% of smartphone users, they consult their phone when in the store deciding what to buy. And so let's say that you're a business owner and you own a store. People are in your store. They're comparing products and they're seeing what it is they want to go after. And so maybe you are a person or maybe you're a company that provides these products to the store. If you want to stand out and you want to capture these micro moments and you want to be in the consumer's face so that they do end up deciding to go with you in this particular micro moment. And then now 69% of smartphone users, they say quality, timing, and relevance of a company's message influences perception of the brand. Now imagine this. Imagine if your company website, You posted a relevant article for a particular micro moment leading to a sale for our client. And let's say that you're the number one result on, let's take for example the rash example. Let's say that you have an article written on your website, home remedies for rashes. That's what you wrote your article on. And so at this moment, they find your company and they see that you are addressing the problem of the exact rash that they have. And this, I mean, meeting this consumer's need for knowledge at this particular point in time, it immediately brands you as an authority and an expert on the subject. And so as they continue their searches, if they continue to find you, I mean, who do you think they're going to go with for a, let's say, a healthcare provider, or even just a health company? It doesn't have to be a healthcare provider. It could just be an individual, a health consultant that was able to capture the micro moments leading up to the sale for that skincare problem. So you can kind of see that it would immediately brand themselves as an expert and it would capture attention. And so it's important to capture these touch points. Micro moments, I can read the slide. They're critical touch points within today's consumer journey because people are always on their phone. And being at those critical junctures, being at those micro moments for a consumer, they're going to influence the end game. And so now for you personally, you should be thinking, what moments are important in your business? What are those things that a user might type in to find your company, find your brand? What preliminary problems and preliminary questions might they see or have on their way to a purchase decision? So a couple ideas. What you can do is you can play out scenarios in your brain. What are some things that they might be curious about on their way to a purchase? Would they look up reviews? Would they look up, let's say you're selling a skincare product. Would they look up reviews of that product? Would they type in that product scam? People like looking at if there's a scam report out. Maybe just an informational search on, let's say, a fencing company, how to build your own fence or the cost of a fence in this area. Maybe they might search a brand name. That's a more targeted micro moment. Or maybe it might be generic searches that are just searching for a solution to a problem. What would be a good exercise is to take out a blank sheet of paper and to really, what questions would a consumer ask? What sort of products and services are you trying to sell more of, and how would a customer get to a buying decision for those problems? This is literally stepping into the shoes of the people that you serve and helping them find you better by targeting these micro moments. So you can see these micro moments are a huge opportunity for small businesses who can capitalize. And if you as a business owner, you don't have to be a small business owner, but as a business owner, if you can capture these critical moments, you can drive and increase the revenue and visitors to your website by 2, 3, 4-fold because you position yourself in front of the people that are having the problems that you solve, and you're branding yourself as an expert. And you can see, with the previous examples, it is absolutely powerful. And so this is a very short presentation, but if you do have any questions, this is a very important topic and one of the dozens of trends that are emerging in the digital sphere. And so this is something to keep into account. But if you want to learn more about micro moments and how you can take advantage of them through search engine optimization, please contact me. Again, my name is John Victoria. My email is john@polianna.net. And I also have my personal cell phone if you want to contact me. You want to send me a text or if you want to give me a call. I'd love to set up a consultation, and let's go for that, okay? So if you found this presentation interesting, share it with a friend or someone who might be interested. You can do your own research, which it's its own form of micro moment. You can do that as well. Or you can also chat with me, schedule a time to call. We can do a 15, 30-minute call discussing that and how it can help your business. And if you like what you hear, we can go from there. All right, so thank you guys for joining me. It's a pleasure talking to you guys about micro moments, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye bye.